Under the shade of the Bodhi tree, Buddha sat, his calm gaze welcoming the troubled disciples seeking wisdom. Ananda approached the master, carrying burdens of unfulfilled dreams that weighed heavily on the hearts of the gathered disciples. "Master," Ananda spoke softly, his words trembling, "what if we fail to achieve our goals and fall short in our endeavors?" Buddha's eyes reflected serenity as he replied, "The fear of failure springs from attachment, not from the nature of failure itself. Picture a farmer scattering seeds," Buddha continued. "Does he sorrow when some seeds wither, or rejoice at those that flourish? The farmer's joy lies in the act of sowing, for each seed carries potential, regardless of the final harvest," Buddha added. The disciples listened closely, their hearts stirred by the imagery that captured their struggles in a single, profound metaphor. "Ananda, ask yourself this question," Buddha said. "Is life only meaningful when the outcome is exactly as one envisioned? The journey itself is the heart of existence," Buddha explained, "not the momentary satisfaction that comes from reaching an end." Sarika, a disciple with tear-stained cheeks, asked, "Master, what if our efforts seem futile, achieving neither progress nor peace?" Buddha turned to her, his voice steady yet compassionate. "Even efforts that appear fruitless nurture your inner resilience, unseen but profound. Consider the potter shaping clay," Buddha said. "Each motion seems repetitive, yet the process creates vessels of purpose and beauty. Similarly, each step on your path, no matter how small, molds your spirit and reveals hidden truths along the way," Buddha emphasized. The group sat in contemplative silence, absorbing Buddha's words that offered solace and illuminated the burdens haunting their hearts. Buddha spoke again, his voice like a gentle stream. "You must abandon the notion that failure erases the worth of the path. The stars guide travelers through night," Buddha said. "Yet no one mourns that the stars remain forever distant and unreachable. Your goals, like stars, provide direction," Buddha explained. "They are not prizes to claim, but lights illuminating your unfolding journey." Ananda bowed his head, murmuring, "Master, we feel less alone in our struggles, but doubts still cloud our sense of purpose." Buddha smiled gently, his presence unwavering. "The path itself teaches lessons greater than the destination. Doubts are merely shadows cast by growth. Imagine the lotus blooming in the mud," Buddha said. "Its beauty depends upon the struggle of rising above murky waters. Failure is like the mud, nourishing your determination and reminding you that life's beauty emerges through perseverance." Buddha imparted, Sarika whispered, her voice trembling, "Master, how can one find peace amidst the uncertainty and hardship of walking an unknown path?" Buddha paused thoughtfully, then replied, "Peace arises not from certainty, but from accepting life's impermanence with a heart open to learning. Let go of striving for answers," Buddha said. "Seek instead to embrace moments that expand your understanding of yourself and the world." The disciples nodded quietly, sensing the subtle truth woven into Buddha's calm, measured teachings that resonated within their spirits. Buddha gestured toward the horizon, where golden sunlight touched treetops, creating a radiant spectacle that hinted at life's infinite beauty. "This horizon reminds us that beauty exists not at the end," Buddha said, "but along the journey, wherever one chooses to look. Walk your path without fear," Buddha continued. "For each step you take enriches your being, regardless of whether you reach your goals." Ananda spoke again, his tone more assured. "Master, your words bring clarity, but how should we confront our own fears of failure?" Buddha replied, "By recognizing fear as temporary, you awaken the courage to embrace your vulnerabilities and find wisdom in their depths." "The sun sets and rises again," Buddha explained. "Its cycles remind us that darkness is followed by light, perpetually and without end. Such is the nature of your aspirations, Buddha said. They ebb and flow, but their essence lies in inspiring growth and discovery. Buddha's disciples sat reverently, their hearts lighter and their spirits touched by an understanding that transcended their prior fears. Buddha rose gracefully, his actions reflecting the tranquility of his teachings that encouraged reflection, resilience, and acceptance of life's impermanence. As Buddha walked away, his disciples gathered together, carrying his profound words within themselves like seeds waiting to blossom. Their burdens seemed lighter, transformed by the realization that the path itself held the true essence of their existence and purpose. Another day, the Buddha sat by a serene riverbank, his eyes tracing the gentle flow of water beneath the sunlight. The disciples gathered around him, their hearts burdened by weariness as the pursuit of purpose remained distant and unclear. The Buddha continued, his voice as steady as the flow of a river. You, like the bamboo, are part of the greater whole. Sarika frowned, seeking clarity. But, Master, if the river never arrives, is its endless course not without meaning or fulfillment? Buddha gestured to the flowing water. The river's meaning lies in movement, not destination. Its essence unfolds in nourishing the land it touches. The journey holds the soul's truth, Buddha continued, not in the arrival, but in the revelations found along each step. Ananda asked, Master, can the path itself truly offer peace when one feels the emptiness of unachieved dreams gnawing within? Buddha replied calmly, peace arises not from reaching destinations, but from accepting the moment, for it is the only truth in life. Imagine a traveler climbing a steep hill, Buddha said. Each step challenges him, yet reveals sights unseen, treasures beyond imagined destinations. The path is life itself. Ananda, Buddha explained, each turn teaching resilience, each struggle uncovering strength unknown before the climb began. Sarika's eyes moistened, her doubt lingering. Master, what if the struggle becomes too much and the path leaves us broken and lost? Buddha gazed at her compassionately. Even the hardest stones eventually soften under flowing water, revealing beauty forged by time and perseverance. The path does not break you, Buddha added. It shapes you, transforms your spirit, unveiling truths hidden within life's moments. The disciples leaned closer, their spirits stirred by his words, seeking further wisdom from their teacher's boundless knowledge and understanding. Buddha pointed to the riverbank, where flowers bloomed amidst tangled roots, creating an image of resilience amidst the chaos of growth. The flowers here bloom not despite struggle, but because struggle enriched them, revealing beauty born of patience and unwavering strength, Buddha explained. Ananda murmured, Master, your words resonate deeply, but how can we hold on to them when faced with the uncertainties ahead? Buddha smiled gently, his voice steady yet warm. By learning to flow like the river, embracing each moment as it unfolds, let go of fears rooted in imagined futures, Buddha continued. Find peace in the journey itself, for each step carries infinite value. Sarika bowed her head, whispering, Master, is there no reward waiting beyond the struggle? No promise of fulfillment to quiet our yearning hearts? Buddha's gaze softened, his eyes reflecting endless compassion. The reward lies in awakening to life's impermanence and the richness it holds within. The stars remain unreachable, Buddha said, yet their distant light guides the wanderer, enriching the journey with hope and purpose. The path itself is the universe's gift to you. Buddha explained, embrace it fully and each step becomes an act of gratitude. Ananda looked toward the horizon, the sun setting gracefully, casting its golden hues upon the disciples and their teacher seated nearby. The horizon reminds us of life's beauty, Buddha said. Its allure lies not in what's beyond but in how it shapes our sight. Sarika spoke again, her tone more certain. Master, We shall try to hold onto your teachings. Even as we walk paths of uncertainty ahead. Buddha nodded, his voice calm yet filled with assurance. You carry within yourselves the strength to walk any path, to embrace its truth. The river flows, yet fears not the journey, Buddha said. Learn to flow as it does, harmonizing with life's rhythm and impermanence. The disciples sat in silent reverence, their spirits uplifted by Buddha's wisdom that touched their hearts like the river's gentle caress. Buddha stood gracefully, his presence radiating tranquility, as he turned toward the horizon, leaving his disciples with renewed strength and hope. The group watched him leave, holding his profound teachings within themselves like treasures meant to guide their unfolding journeys ahead. Each step taken carried the truth they sought. Life's beauty revealed not through destinations but through the essence of the journey itself. Another day, the Buddha sat beneath the vast expanse of the open sky, his gaze fixed upon the distant mountains. The disciples gathered once more, their spirits seeking solace, their questions lingering as shadows amidst the brilliance of life's uncertainties. Ananda spoke gently, his words carrying the weight of many doubts. Master, what lies beyond the journey when the stars fade? Buddha regarded Ananda with a calm yet penetrating gaze, his voice steady and soothing. Ananda, beyond the journey lies awakening itself. The stars guide us not to their light, Buddha explained, but to awaken the strength to navigate life's ever-changing skies. Sarika asked, her voice trembling with anticipation. Master, is the journey's end a place of fulfillment, or merely the beginning of another path? Buddha smiled serenely. The journey's end dissolves the question of fulfillment. Each conclusion unfolds new layers of life and wisdom. Think of the wind that carries seeds across the land, Buddha said. It never rests but creates life's rhythm endlessly. The path transforms as you walk, Buddha continued. It is not the destination but your growth along the way that defines purpose. Ananda nodded thoughtfully. Master, how do we embrace the unknown when fear clouds our view and doubts shake the ground beneath us? Buddha's eyes softened, his words flowing like a gentle stream. Embrace the unknown as a mirror reflecting truths of impermanence. Doubts and fears are waves, Buddha added. They rise and fall, shaping your inner resilience, never diminishing your inherent strength. Sarika wiped tears from her cheeks, whispering, Master, how can peace emerge from endless journeys when fulfillment seems unreachable? Forever out of grasp? Buddha gestured toward the mountains. The peaks stand tall, yet their beauty lies in the paths that wind through their heights. Fulfillment does not exist in arrival, Buddha explained. It blooms through the act of walking, breathing, and discovering each unfolding step. The disciples sat in silence, absorbing Buddha's words like seeds planted deeply into the soil of their yearning hearts. Buddha pointed to the clouds drifting above, forming shapes that changed and dissolved as the winds carried them across the sky. The clouds remind us that nothing remains forever, Buddha said. Transformation is life's essence, shaping the path beneath your feet. Awaken to the beauty of each fleeting moment, Buddha continued. For peace lies not in permanence but in accepting life's impermanence. Ananda bowed slightly, murmuring, Master, your wisdom brings clarity, yet how can we remember it as life's challenges loom large ahead? Buddha smiled gently, his presence unwavering. Each breath you take carries wisdom and resilience, guiding you even amidst life's inevitable hardships. Sarika whispered once more, Master, what if the path ahead feels lonely, like walking through an empty forest with no end in sight? Buddha replied softly, loneliness is not absence but an invitation to discover companionship within yourself and the interconnectedness of all existence. The forest holds its own secrets, Buddha said. Walk gently and its silence will whisper truths that comfort your longing heart. The disciples looked toward the horizon where golden sunlight blended with the shadows of twilight, creating a tapestry of infinite beauty. This horizon reminds us of life's fullness, Buddha said. Its richness comes not from arrival but from how it colors your path. The stars above guide your steps, Buddha continued. Yet their light exists only as you walk, bringing meaning to every moment. Ananda asked again, Master, is failure ever permanent, or does each path offer the chance to rise again from defeat? Buddha replied, failure is an illusion shaped by your mind. It dissolves when you awaken to the beauty within your striving. The rising sun reminds us, Buddha added, even after darkness falls, light emerges again to illuminate paths hidden within the shadows. Sarika bowed deeply, murmuring, Master, your teachings will guide us. Yet our hearts ache to hold on to these truths as we journey further. Buddha's gaze softened as he replied, carry these truths lightly, for wisdom flows naturally when the heart remains open to life's unfolding. The disciples sat quietly, their hearts filled with gratitude as Buddha's words infused their spirits with hope and renewed strength. Buddha stood gracefully, his presence radiating tranquility. As he began walking toward the horizon where the mountains awaited his steps, the disciples watched him leave, their burdens lighter, their paths illuminated by the teachings entrusted to them through his boundless wisdom. Each step they took carried within them the essence of life's truths, their journeys forever enriched by Buddha's profound guidance. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.